is overcast, it is windy, but we still got softball to play. Home wherever home may be. My name is Sam Sundstrom. Came to you to live play-by-play action for today's doubleheader between your hometown Grinnell Pioneers and the visiting Prairie Fire of Knox College. They're now looking to keep up the wins in conference, currently 2-2. They dropped their first two games of conference to play to Lake Forest last Saturday, and clinched their doubleheader against Beloit College. They currently sit 2-2. The visiting Prairie Fire sit 0-2 in conference. It may not be 80 degrees as it was on Saturday against Co, but still a beautiful day for softball. 60 degrees at game time with winds currently blowing out, so any fly balls, outfielders, infielders, they're all going to have to stay on their toes, as that ball is going to carry out. Currently waiting on the starting line. Sorry about that. We await the head coach meeting at the plate. As you may not be able to tell over the live stream right now, but the sun keeps coming in and out. Plenty of cloud coverage today. As here we have our meeting at the plate between head coach Lexi Dennerman for the Pioneers and interim head coach Casey Hipp for the Prairie Fire, a graduate of Knox College back in 2021, along with interim assistant coach Corey Goff.
Welcome to the softball complex for today's Midwest Conference doubleheader between the visitors from Knox College and your own Grinnell College Pioneers. Non-starter for Knox, number 6, Alicia Perez. The starters for the Pioneers, or for the Prairie Fire, check that, number 12 at shortstop, Maya McEwen. Center field is number 7, Liv Dunn. First base is number 9, Maddie Hicks. In the pitching circle for the Prairie Fire is number 15, Jana Lentini. Third base is number 21, Maddie Petzinger. Your catcher is number 19, Kylie Thompson. Left field is number 5, Alicia Burnett. Right field, number 13, London Nelson. And at second base is number 2, Morgan Bean. Prairie Fire are coached by Casey Hipp, who is assisted by Corey Goff. And now the non-starters for Grinnell in the first game. Number 1, Bella Nesbeth. Number 5, Lizzie Vermeulen. Number 8, Lane Kohler. Number 11, Catherine Vermeulen. Number 14, Emma Traney. Number 16, Lindsay Schultz. Number 20, Ann Becker. Number 22, Elise Pender. And number 25, Bailey Isaac. And now the starters for your Pioneers. Starting at third base, number 88, Samantha Chu. Center field is number 26, Cambria Anson. In left field, number 23, Taylor Durack. At shortstop is number 4, Hannah Dykstra. In right field, number 3, Emma DiGiacomo-Zahler. At first base is number 17, Jasmine Oda. Your catcher is number 13, Kira Killian. Your DP is number 18, Sophia DiCarlo. At second base, number 2, Alexa Okada. And in the pitching circle for the Pioneers is number 15, Kristen Hartman. The Pioneers are coached by Lexi Detterman, who is assisted by Dalton Meredith and Dana Harrell. Your umpires for today are Jason Lewis, Jeff Osborne, and Daniel Miller. Now please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
So with the conclusion of the national anthem, first pitch is now just moments away. For those of you just joining us, Knox's starting lineup will go from 1, 2, 3. Maya McEwen will lead off, followed by Liv Dunn and Maddie Hicks. Followed in the cleanup spot by the pitcher, Janet Lentini. Maddie Petzinger at third, hitting fifth. Kylie Thompson hitting sixth. Alicia Burnett batting seventh. London Nelson eighth, and Morgan Bean rounding out the lineup in the 9 spot. Now, we can't give you a tour of the campus from here, but we can give you a tour of the defense. Starting the outfield left to right, it goes Durack, Anson, DiGiacomo-Zahler. Around the horn in the infield, it's Chu at third, Dykstra at short, Big Alex Okada at second, Jazz Oda at first. And your battery, Kristen Hartman in the circle with Kira Killian, Ram Dog Kira Killian behind the dish. She is on dish duty with Sophia DiCarlo in the DP spot.
Number 12, Maya McEwen.
So here's the Prairie Fire's shortstop Maya McEwen leading off this ball game. Here we go. First pitch is popped up in foul territory. Killian calling for it. She makes the catch. One pitch and one out, and that is how this ball game starts.
Up number 7, Liv Dunn.
I'll bring the center fielder Liv Dunn. Dunn hitting .327 on the season. 3 stolen bases along with it. As first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Hartman ready and fires 0-1. Pitch misses just up. Evens the count at 1-1. One and one coming. Pitch is fouled off behind the first base dugout for strike two. Pioneers looking to come off the success against Co from this past Saturday. Took game one 3-1 with a spectacular pitching performance from Kristen herself. 1 and 2 now coming to Dunn. And that pitch just misses upstairs. That'll run the count back even at 2 and 2. Knox coming off a couple of doubleheaders of their own in conference against Beloit on Sunday and Lake Forest on Saturday. This pitch is nubbed. Snagged by Oda at first. She'll step on the bag, 3 unassisted. 2 quick outs for Kristen Hartman.
Number 9, Maddie Hicks.
I'll bring up Maddie Hicks, who's playing first base today. The sophomore out of Stansbury Park, Utah. Besides hitting, she's also appeared in the circle only a select few times, as that pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. Hicks with the team leading 8 ribbies so far this season. Very open stance. This pitch is grounded up the middle. Diving is Okada, and it's going to sneak through for a base hit. So a 2-out base runner for the Prairie Fire. That pitch just snuck under the glove of Okada. I'll bring up the freshman pitcher, Janet Lentini. She stands in here with 2 outs. Jammed on the first pitch. Had some gnarly English on that, but okay. Oda steps on the bag for another 3 unassisted, and that is the end of the top of the first. We got no score. Heading into the bottom of the first, Pioneers due up. So the Pioneers due up. We'll give you a tour of the defense for the Prairie Fire, starting in the outfield as per the norm. Alicia Burnett, in left. Liv Dunn patrols in center. London Nelson in right. Around the horn of the infield, it's Maddie Petzinger at the hot corner over at third. Maya McEwen at short, Morgan Bean at second, and Maddie Hicks at first. Janet Lentini is in the circle with Kylie Thompson on dish duty behind home plate.
Number 88, Samantha Chu.
Here's the Pioneer third baseman, Samantha Chu, leading off. Been a menace at the top of the order. First pitch coming, showing bunt, and that pitch misses down and in for ball one. This is Lentini's 9th start of the season. Currently holding an ERA of 8.26. Chu shows bunt again as this pitch gets away from the catcher Thompson for ball two. Quick 2-0. That pitch gets the bottom of the zone for strike one. See what Chu can do here. That pitch misses inside, and Chu's got the count in her favor. 3 balls and 1 strike. Currently holding a ridiculous batting average of .411, along with an equally absurd 5 home runs on the season, as she draws a walk on a pitch inside. Leadoff base runner, and that'll bring up Cammie Anson, the senior out of Chandler, Arizona, and the speed threat on this roster. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Oh, that pitch misses just off the plate outside 2-0. Hanson holding her own at the plate, 388 average, as this pitch is at the knees for strike one. That pitch, good frame by Thompson behind the dish. He runs the count even at 2-2. Working quickly, this ball is slapped right back to the pitcher. She will throw over to first, and that is the first out as Anton is retired on the ground out. Now that allows Chu to advance into scoring position. I'll bring up the big bopper, Taylor Dirk, wearing number 7 this afternoon. I don't know where the 23 jersey went, but either way, she's wearing 7 today. That first pitch misses high and away for ball one. Tay doing well herself, hitting .306, 26 base hits, 3 home runs of her own, and 25 RBIs as that pitch misses outside. So already a runner in scoring position. You got to make these opportunities count. That pitch misses in. It's 8. Hitters count now 3-0. .3-0 pitch coming, and that pitch catches the knees for a strike. We're not done with this AV just yet. 3-1 now. And that pitch misses outside for ball 4. So Para walks it so far in the inning. And now runners are on first and second. For an emerging power threat in Hannah Dykstra. First pitch coming. That pitch misses up near the eyes for ball 1. You want someone with an emerging power threat? How about Hannah Dykstra right now? Came into this season never hitting a home run. She's got 3 on the year, and still a prime RBI opportunity as that pitch misses down and away for ball 2. Traditionally an outfielder, Dykstra has taken the mantle of shortstop this season in place of the graduate Amanda Ramirez. To Offren, as that pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. $15 ribbies right now for Dykstra coming into this ball game as she swings, and it's popped up but caught at third. That's some funky English on that, and there are 2 down.
Number 3, Emma DiGiacomo-Zaylor.
So that'll bring up the super utility player in Emma DiGiacomo-Zaylor. Has spent the majority of the season in right field as she swings at the first pitch and sends it right back to the screen for strike 1. Plenty of history being made by this Pioneers team even this year. DJ DZ holding the record of her own, as she said it in Game 1 against Coes. This ball is flying in the air, shallow right center. Look out, it's going to drop in for a base hit. Chu will score with ease. Dirk moving over to third, and it is a 1-0 ball game. That's what the wind will do to you. Jazz Oda stands in and she takes ball 1 as DZ swipes second. Well, coming. That pitch misses in. Good stop by Thompson to keep the ball in front of her 2-0. To Offren, this pitch misses high and away for ball 3. As now Lentini is in danger of loading the bases. Another. And that pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. Moves the count to 3-1. Jazz went 2 for 6 on Saturday against Coes. This pitch is lined up the middle and under the glove of the second baseman. 1 run is in. Here comes DZ. She will score with ease. 2 RBI single for Jazz Oda, and it is very quickly 3-0 Pioneers. I thought Bean might have been able to get a play on that, but it just went right under the mitt. First pitch to Kira Killian is a called strike on the outer edge. Killian, of course, the player on this team with a nose ring on her right nostril compared to the pitcher, Kat Vermeulen, who's got one on her left, as Killian falls behind 0-2. Hero was voted Midwest Conference Player of the Week in the week of March the 23rd. This pitch is grounded over to the shortstop. Over to first in time, and that will put an end to the bottom of the first. Let the Pioneers strike first. It is 3-0. A good start to the ball game so far. We head to the top of the second. Pioneers up. Top of the second, it is Petzinger, Thompson, and Burnett due up for the Prairie Fire. Kristen looking to replicate the success she had against Coe this past weekend. Went 6 innings in the victory, only allowed 1 run while walking 1 and striking out 1. First pitch to Petzinger on the way. As that pitch misses off the plate for ball 1. Kristen also was voted Midwest Conference Pitcher of the Week, the same week that Kira Killian was, the week of March the 23rd. This pitch is grounded over to Okada on the forehand, and it sneaks off the glove into center field. So a leadoff base runner. As Petzinger continues to get on base.
Number 19, Kylie.
Gotcha. So that is officially an infield base hit, or just a base hit. As the Knox backstop Kylie Thompson stands in. First pitch. Swung on and missed. That pitch just bottomed out there. One offering. Pitch came in on the fist and is fouled back to the screen as Kristen gets ahead 0-2. Thing about Kristen, the only native Iowan on this team out of Bettendorf. Everyone else out of state. Quick 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Snap throw down to first is not in time. So they do get 1 out on the strikeout. That is Kristen's first of the ball game. And there is 1 down. I'll bring up the left fielder, Alicia Burnett. First pitch to Burnett. This pitch is popped up and out of play behind, right on top of our booth. One coming. Another pitch is fouled off. This one also back behind the screen. As Kristen's ahead 0-2 once again. Payoff pitch coming. Outside, that just misses for ball 1. We're not looking to get on base. She only reached base once against Lake Forest this past weekend. As that pitch is fouled back to the screen, we'll do it again. Nine players. Coming again, 1-2. Pitch is jammed on the infield. Oh, what a nice play by Jazz Oda, the first baseman, sprinting in for the second out. That was in a dangerous area right between the pitcher, second baseman, and first base. That is where communication is essential. And Jazz had the best beat on that. They'll bring up the number 8 hitter, the right fielder, London Nelson, as she looks to extend this half inning. And the first pitch is grounded into the hole. Dykstra up with it, fires across the diamond, and gets her for the third out. So despite the leadoff hit, Kristen works around it. With that 1 hit, no runs scored, 1 left on. We are going to the bottom of the second. Pioneers still lead it 3-0. I'll bring up the designated player's speed to Carlo. Currently hitting 351 so far this season as this pitch catches the zone at the knees for strike one. And one of the things that we've seen this season is that even when there's a DP slotted in, usually they're subbed out when Kat Vermeulen is pitching, as she has had her fair share of ABs. Four doubles so far on the year for Soph. The 0-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball one. At one point, Soph had a nice little 5-game hit streak coming against Washington and Jefferson, Clarkson, Simpson, Lake Forest, and Beloit. As she swings at this pitch, and that is down the right field line and on top of the first base dugout. That is a foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. Soph smacks that one foul down the right field line and out of play. That's exactly what you got to do. Just extend the AB any way you can. We'll do it again. Here we go. On the fist and over to the third base on deck circle as Big Al had to duck under it. This AB will continue. 1-2, here we go. On the fist, popped up on the infield. Shortstop makes the catch. One down.
Number 2, Alexa Okada.
Just got jammed on that one. I know my hands wouldn't be feeling too good after that. And that'll bring the number 9 hitter, Big Al, Alexa Okada. First pitch coming. That pitch misses inside for ball one. Plenty of ways to get on base, but Big Al's done that pretty well so far this season with a .379 on base percentage. This one's rolled over to the second, and that's going to sneak through into right field for a base hit. Just kind of stuck the bat out there. But it was enough to get past the second baseman and into right field. And now we got a speed threat on first base. You're going to have to watch her. Now we're back to the top of the order. Here's Samantha Chu. Walked her first AB. First pitch swinging down the left field line. This ball is going to drop. That's a fair ball. Big Al advances to second on the play. That is a single.
Number 26. Cambria.
Pioneers are in business once again with runners on first and second for another speedster, the slapper, Cami Anson. 0 for 1 as she grounded out in her first AB. Picked up a stolen base against Beloit last weekend, and that pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. Mancini working quickly. A little slap bunt. Third base, nice play. Fires to first, and in time. Close play. But it's a productive. But that is a productive out as the runners advance 60 feet each. There are now 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. And that'll bring up Taylor Durek, who also walked in her first AB. His first pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Thompson. Mancini working quickly. This pitch is flied in the air to right center field. Sinking fast, that's going to drop in for a base hit. Fumbled out there in right field. Durek will advance to second on the play as a pair of runs score And it is 5-0 Pioneers in the blink of an eye. Pair of ribbies for Durek.
Number
9. So single in an E9 for Tay as she reaches second. That'll bring up the shortstop Hannah Dykstra, as that is over for a called strike on the outer edge. And it popped out to the third baseman for first AB. That pitch misses way outside into the other batter's box for ball 1. One to Dykstra. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. That pitch misses off the plate for ball 3. Yet another prime RBI opportunity here, as that pitch misses in the dirt for ball 4 as Dykstra reaches
Number
base for the
3,
first time.
Emma DeGiacomo-Saylor.
I'll bring up the utility player Emma DeGiacomo-Saylor. Singled in her first AB with a and swiped second in the process as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. That pitch catches the outer edge for strike 1. Pitch missed down, 2-1. This pitch is corked through the right side for a base hit. Durek is getting the green light. Throw coming in. It's cut off. No throw to the plate, and it's an RBI single. Another base hit for DZ. This one drives in another run. And it is 6-0 Pioneers. And they're still not done yet with runners on first and second. And the first pitch inside to Oda, and it clipped her on the leg. And the bases are going to be loaded here with 2 outs.
Number 13, Kira Killian.
Hey, you get on base any way you can. That's one of the ways. That's one of the things that Coach Detterman has emphasized in the past. It doesn't matter how you get on base, just get on base. Kira Killian standing in. This one's popped on the right field line. Foul territory, and it's going to drop foul. Kira ended the first inning on a ground out to the shortstop. Looking for better fortunes here. A little old-fashioned no batting gloves from Kira Killian. First, this pitch is flied in the air to center. Ranging back, she's gapped that, and that will put an end to the inning. But not before a trio more runs come in. Pioneers strand 2, but they get 3. 3 hits and an error as we head to the top of the third. Pioneers lead at 6-0.
2, Morgan Bean.
So we head to the top of the third here with Morgan Bean, the 9-hitter, leading off. And we head back to the top of the order with Maya McEwen and Liv Dunn. As Kristen gets set. Here we go. First pitch is at the knees, and that is a called strike to start this half inning. Pioneer offense continuing to come alive today. Looking for a clean half inning. Whew, a gnarly change up there. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Pitcher's count now 0-2. Payoff pitch coming. As that pitch misses down for ball 1. When Bean looked like she wanted to go at that, but managed to hold off. One and 2 offering now to Bean. Inside, called strike 3. This one over the inside corner. 1 down, and that is the second strikeout for Hartman. Back to the top of the order now. It's the shortstop, Maya McEwen. Oh boy. First pitch coming. Swung, and that is fouled off for strike 1. We good, Mike? Oh, 1 to the shortstop coming. There's that off-speed pitch again. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And really, from here, Kristen can pretty much go anywhere she wants. She can go up in the zone, work north-south, maybe even work east-west here. Here's the 0-2. She goes back outside, and that pitch misses off the plate for ball 1. Good setup pitch. Let's see where she goes from here on the 1-2 count. Wheels and deals. On the ground to the third baseman, Chu, right at her. Across the diamond on to first, 2 down. Like she's done so many times throughout her Pioneer career. And I'll bring up the center fielder, Liv Dunn. Bit of a speed threat. Bit of a speed threat here, and done 3 stolen bases to her name. And has not been caught. As that pitch gets over the inside corner for a called strike. Bit of a sparse crowd today, but then again, it is the middle of the work week. 0-1 coming. Pitch is popped up in the air to foul territory down the right field side, and that is going to drop between the first baseman Oda and second baseman Okada for strike 2. Heck, I myself was coming over here from class just an hour ago. Yet again, another 0-2 count. See if she goes back outside here. Here's the offering. Goes up and misses for ball 1. There's another 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. So a pair of strikeouts for Kristen Hartman make it 3 on the ball game so far. As she worked a 1-2-3 top of the third, we head to the bottom of the third. Pioneers still up 6-9. So we head to the bottom of the third now with Sophia DiCarlo, the DP, leading off. Just as she led off the last half inning. Popped out to the shortstop, McEwen. Looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming. That pitch had a little bit of cut on it as that pitch is called for a strike. To it. 0-1 is grounded fouled on the third base line. Moves the count to 0-2. Pitcher's count now 0-2. Swinging a foul. It looked like it clipped the foot of the home plate umpire. But Soph stays alive. Another 0-2. That pitch is jams Soph as that is popped foul directly behind our booth. Keep fighting here, Soph. 0-2. As that pitch had some tail, as that pitch misses just outside for ball one. A good old game within a game. Every pitch is its own strategy. This pitch is lined over the shortstop into left center field. That one is down for a base hit as Soph is on again.
Number 2, Alexa Okada.
It wasn't hit that hard, but it had enough loft on it to be dumped in between the three fielders there. And that'll bring up the second baseman, the Hawaii native, Big Al Alexa Okada. 1-for-1 with a single through the right side. First pitch coming. Lays down a bunt, and that's a beauty. Right back to the pitcher, Lentier. On to first, and not in time. She beats it out. Snap throw back to second is not in time, and that is what speed will do for you. A bunt single advances the runners,
Samantha Chu.
as there are now runners on first and second for the leadoff hitter, Samantha Chu. First pitch coming. That pitch catches the outer edge for a called strike. Chu back in. She's 1-for-1 so far with a single to left and a walk. Looking to add an RBI to the docket. This ball is lined into left field. There's it back right at him. And that is the first out.
Number 26, Cambria Anson.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Cami Anson. Here's Cami 0-for-2 with a couple of ground outs. And that first pitch misses in the dirt. And a good block by catcher Thompson to keep it in front of her. 1-0. Another one outside. Moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Two now coming. The pitch misses up near the head level for ball 3. And Lentini once again in danger of loading the bases. 3-0 offering. That pitch is over the outer edge for a called strike. Looked like Cami was tanking all the way there. 3-1, and that pitch misses down for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. As that'll bring up Taylor Durek for another prime RBI opportunity.
Number 7, Taylor Durek.
First pitch to Tay. That's a called strike over the outer edge. A 1 on the fist. This one's grounded over near the Pioneer third base dugout for strike 2. This one's fouled right back to the screen to stay alive. Here's the payoff pitch coming from Lentini. Pitch is lined into left field for a base hit. One run is in, and Big Al's getting the wave home. Throw to the plate is in vain, and the ball pops out of the and the runners will advance another 60 feet. So 2 runs are in. Tay advances to second, and Anson moves over to third. It is 8-0 Pioneers. Shortstop Hannah Dykstra stands in, and she takes a strike over the inside corner. Just the explosion of offense that the Pioneers have been looking for. So that pitch gets the inner third for strike 2. Hannah 0 for 1 walked in her last plate appearance and popped out to the third baseman in the first. That pitch misses in the dirt. Good pick by Thompson, doing plenty of work behind the dish today. That pitch misses off the plate. Runs the count even at 2-2. So it's officially scored as an RBI single with an error on the catcher Thompson, as Dykstra fouls that one right off the end of the bat to stay alive. Got 2s all around here. Ball's corked right back up the middle for a base hit. Anson will score with ease. Durek rounds third. She will scurry back to third. The ball is muffed over there at second, and Dirk will end up scoring on the play as Dykstra advances to second. So a pair more runs come in, and it is now double digits for the Pioneers. It is 10-0. And now a meeting on the mound as double digits have been reached by the Pioneers.
Number 3, Emma DeGiacomo-Zaylor.
So I'll bring up DJ DZ, Emma DeGiacomo-Zaylor. She'll stand in. So Dykstra advanced to second on the error by the second baseman, Bean, as now there is another runner in scoring position. Offense doesn't look like it's going to be letting up today, as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. This pitch is popped up in foul territory. That is getting out of play. Over near the stands. That'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1. Up the middle, that's past the second baseman Bean for a base hit. Dykstra getting the green light around third. She will score with ease. It is an RBI single for Emma DeGiacomo-Zahler. It is 11-0 Pioneers. Looked like Bean might have been able to get a glove on it, but it just snuck past. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. So it will not be Jazz Oda hitting right now. It is the freshman out of Laramie, Wyoming, number 25, Bailey Isaac. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Isaac currently hitting .238 on the year. Check swing fouled off over to the first base dugout. Runs the count to 0-2. Also a pair of walks for Isaac so far on the year. 0-2. Swing and a miss on a pitch up. 2 down. As that is Lentini's first of the ball game.
Number 13, Kira.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Kira Killian. Stands in 0 for 2 so far. As that pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. A fly out in her last AB and a ground out to the shortstop in her first. That pitch misses high and away. Runs the count to 2-0. Ninth hitter of the inning. Pioneers looking to bat around. That pitch misses in the dirt. And the count moves to 3-0. Pitch is flied in the air to left. Burnett is there, makes the catch, and that will put an end to the bottom of the third inning. 5 runs come across, 4 of them on a pair of errors. We're heading to the top half of the fourth now. Pioneers up comfortably 11-0.
Leadoff hitter for Knox will be number 9.
So we head to the top of the fourth now. Maddie Hicks leading off 3-4-5 due up for the Prairie Fire. And Bailey Isaac will stay in the game over at first base, presumably for the remainder of this contest. As the first baseman, Matty Hicks, stands in. Wide open stance there. Left foot's nearly out of the batter's box. It's right on the chalk. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Kristen right back to work. Oh, 1 offering. Swing and a miss. There's another off-speed pitch for 0-2. And I argue it's getting the out is one thing, but getting to strike 2, that's another beast on its own. And Kristen's done that very successfully so far. Quick 0-2. Swinging a foul tip off the glove. It looked like it might have gotten Kira Killian on the wrist. But she's smiling, laughing it off. So I think she's fine. It looks like she is indeed A-okay. That's one of the reasons I could never be a catcher. I do not want a projectile coming at me from a mere 3 feet away. Still 0-2 now. Line drive, snared at short by Hannah Dykstra. Nice play for the first out.
That brings up
As I'll bring up
number 15.
As I'll bring up the pitcher, Janet Lentini. 0 for 1, she grinded out to Jazz Oda over at first, back in the first inning. First pitch coming. Pitch misses outside for ball 1 as Killian tried to frame that. 1-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup again. That'll get her on the board. It is 1-1. One offering. That pitch gets the inside corner for strike 2. So now count Kristen's very familiar with today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Offering. This pitch is fouled off. Right back to the screen. And the AB will continue. Montini comes into this contest hitting 148. 2 doubles and 5 RBIs to her name. Yeah, this pitch is smacked foul. That came in on the fists. Right over to the first base side. Payoff pitch again. Swing and a miss. There's that heat. And very quickly, there are 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. Like that, 4 strikeouts for Kristen so far. So that'll bring up the third baseman, Maddie Petzinger. Her first pitch coming. On the ground, nice play by Chu over at third. Makes the play with ease, and that is another 1-2-3 inning for Kristen Hartman. 3 up and 3 down. Still no score. It is still no score out of the Prairie Fire. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Pioneers leading 11-0.
Number 1, Bella Nesbitt.
So now a nice surprise as Sophia DiCarlo will not be hitting. It is number 1, Bella Nesbitt, coming in to hit for her 4th AB of the season. The sophomore out of Mooresville, North Carolina, and proponent of the language of Russian, of which I cannot speak a word. As that pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch misses off the plate. 2-0. pitch gets the outer edge for strike one. Bella has not seen an at-bat since March the 21st against Clarkson. Tries to lay down a bunt, and that pitch is fouled off. Runs the count even at 2-2. Two and two now. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, misses for ball three as Bella Nesbitt has run the count full. Show us something here. Full count offering now. And that pitch misses outside for ball four. And Bella Nesbitt has reached base for the first time this season. There you go, Bella.
Number 22, Elise Pender.
And now we got another pinch hitter here. It is the freshman out of Potomac, Maryland. The other true East Coaster on the team, the freshman Elise Pender. Another utility player of sorts. She stands in for her first AB as that pitch misses outside for ball one. Well, that pitch misses upstairs. Snap throw back to first as Bella gets back in there safely. Waits for time to be called. Whew, making it a little close out there at first base. At least hitting 250 on the year. As that pitch is over for strike one. One run scored and a pair of walks. For Pender, she looks to better the stat line here. And that pitch is lofted in the right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nesbitt rounding second. She will head to third. Gets in there with ease. The freshman putting in work there. Elise Pender with a bloop single. As now we're back to the top of the lineup.
Number 88, Samantha Chu.
That'll bring up Samantha Chu. 1 for 2 so far. A single, a walk, and a line out. With runners on the corners. That first pitch misses high and away for ball one. That pitch misses high and up as well. 2-0. Chewy, a very disciplined hitter. Does not strike out a ton. In fact, only 4 strikeouts on the season. Well, that pitch misses high and away. And the count runs to 3-0. And Lancini once again in danger of loading the bases. 3-0. Taking all the way, and that misses outside for ball 4, and the bases are indeed loaded again. As Chu works her second walk of the ball game. Now I'll bring up the speedster Cami Anson. Looking to join the hit parade. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch swinging. This is grounded up the middle. Backhanded stab by Beans, and she will not get the out at first. So that should go as an infield base hit. A run is in. Nesbitt scores, and the Pioneers crack a dozen. It is 12-0. Ground ball looked like Bean was trying to get the ball out of her glove, flip it to the shortstop, and just could not get it out in time. Pitch is flied down the left field line. That pitch is going to drop into left field for a base hit. Throw goes to third, and third baseman could not keep a handle on the ball, so another run is in.
Number 4.
So make it
Hannah
Baker's dozen. It is now 13-0 Pioneers on a bloop single down the third baseline. As I'll bring up the shortstop, Hannah Dykstra. That first pitch misses low for ball 1. Want to know offering? That pitch misses outside for ball 2. Two 2-0 to the left hand. That pitch catches the zone for a strike. Jew at third, Anton at second, and Durek at first. Bases full of Pioneers. 2-1 offering. That pitch misses up and in. And the count runs to 3-1. And has already got an RBI on this ball in this ball game. See if she can get another. That pitch catches the inside corner, and that'll run the count full 3-2. Full count. This pitch is flied in the air to left center. That pitch is tailing deep. That ball is gone. That is a grand slam. Hannah Dykstra.
Grand slam by Hannah Dykstra.
Are you kidding me? That's one way to empty the bases, baby. Grand salami time. Opposite field. And it is 17-0 in favor of the Pioneers as there is another mound meeting. And it looks like we will have another pinch hitter for the Pioneers in place of Emma DiGiacomo-Zahler. That appears to be number 20, Ann Becker.
Number 20.
And she will hit
Becker.
for the super utility. The fifth. So Ann Becker standing in now. She takes strike 1 at the knees. This is her 9th at bat of the season. A run and an RBI so far, as that pitch is over for a strike. And quickly she falls behind 0-2. Plenty of encouragement from the dugout here. 0-2. Grounded, just foul down the first base line. Quick 0-2. And this pitch is fouled off. Back to the screen. Way to stay alive. And last season, in her freshman year, went 4 for 10. Even got a triple and 2 ribbies. One of the 3 catchers on this roster. 0-2 runs inside and drills her right in the leg. And this inning is not over yet. Way to wear that one.
Number 25, Bailey Isaac.
And Bailey Isaac will stand in for her second plate appearance. Struck out swinging in her first AB. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change here, as that will do it for Janet Lentini. And it looks like it is the first baseman, Maddie Hicks, coming in.
25, Bailey Nyson.
So once again, the freshman out of Laramie, Wyoming will stand in. Here's the first pitch. Swinging at the first pitch, under the glove of the third baseman for a base hit. There you go, Freshie. Single into left field advances the runner. There are now runners on first
Number
and
13,
second.
Kira
Look like it just nicked off the glove of Maddie Petzinger as she dove to her left. Here's Kira Killian 0 for 3 so far, looking to join in the hit parade. As that pitch misses inside for ball one. Or, I'm sorry, that's over for a strike. That pitch skips away from Thompson, and that'll allow the runners to advance 60 feet each. Okay. So the runners advance on the wild pitch, and now both runners are in scoring position. That pitch is over the outer edge for a strike. I'll move the count to 1. About that. 1-2 offering. Pitch misses in the dirt. Runs the count even to 2-2. Whoops. 2-2 offering. Line off the glove, in and out of the glove of the shortstop. That's going to allow a run to score. And that should be an infield hit, as McEwen had to jump for it. So an RBI single.
Number 1, Bella Nesbitt.
RBI single for Kira Killian as she indeed joins the hit parade. And that'll bring up Bella Nesbitt for her second AB. Lays down a bunt, and that is fouled off as that had some backspin on it. Right back foul. Runner sitting at first and second. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed by Nesbitt. Moves the count to 0-2. Quick 0-2 to Nesbitt. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup outside, and that is the first out of the inning.
Number 22,
Nesbitt goes down,
Elise
swinging, and that'll bring up
Pender.
another freshman, Elise Pender, for her second AB. Pender singled in her first AB. That pitch misses down for ball one. No problem. 1-0 offering. Change of this pitch skips away from Thompson. Back. Isaac will make it to third. Killian makes it up to second. So another wild pitch. Two-0. That pitch catches the outer edge for a strike. Two and one to Pender. Line right back to Hicks. Unlucky there for the freshman. That is the second out. Soft liner right back to the pitcher. As that'll bring us back to the top of the order, as it is Samantha Chu. This is her second AB of the inning. as that first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And changeup misses down for ball 2. Two-0 pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Two and 1 to the third baseman. That pitch misses in there. Another good pick by Thompson. That'll move the count to 3-1. Once again in danger of loading the bases. Three-one offering. And that misses down for ball 4. Choose third walk of the ball game. As now the bases are loaded, and now we got another pinch hitter coming up. Hitting for Cammy Anson, now it's going to be the third freshman, Lindsey Schultz, out of Rochester, Minnesota. This will be her 18th at bat of the season. Coming in hitting .235, pair of doubles and 3 RBIs to her name with the chance to get a few more. First pitch is on the outer edge for a called strike. Oh, 1 offering. That pitch misses just off the plate. Runs the count even at 1-1. 1-1. That pitch is over the inner third of the plate. That'll move the count to 1-2. That pitch misses in the dirt. In the right-handed batter's box, moves the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Schultz. This pitch is fouled off right back to the screen. There you go, way to stay alive. Schultz got the start at as the designated player back against Simpson in the home opener on March the 30th. Went 2 for 2 in that game and also drew a walk. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. She's got a chance to do some damage here as the count runs full. Here's the payoff pitch. This ball is flied in the air to right center field. And that is going to be caught out there by Liv Dunn to finally put an end to the inning. Plenty of run support in this inning, though. Count them 10 runs scored in this inning. My apologies, that is 7 runs scored in this inning. As we head to the top half of the 5th with the run rule very, very much a possibility as the Pioneers lead 18. So now we go to the top half of the 5th inning.
Thompson.
3 more outs on the Pioneers. We'll take this game via the run rule. As Kylie Thompson leading off is calling time. Adjustment of the helmet, it seems. So Emma DeGiacomo Zahler is back in right field. While the freshman Lindsay Schultz goes to center field in place of Cammie Anson, and Elise Pender at second in place of Okada. Hartman ready now. First pitch coming. First pitch that misses down for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. I'll run the count back even at 1-1. That one's over the heart of the plate. Runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. Swing and a miss. There is 1 down.
Number 5, Alicia Burnett.
Making 5 strikeouts on the ball game for Kristen Hartman. I'll bring up the left fielder, Alicia Burnett. 0 for 1, she popped out to the first baseman back in the 2nd inning. First pitch coming, that's a strike over the outside. Oh, 1 offering. Swung and grounded foul over to the first base dugout. I'll run the count to 0-2. This one ball is popped up into foul territory. Catcher Kira Killian makes the play, avoiding the bat. And there are 2 down.
That brings up number 13, London Nelson.
I'll bring up the right fielder, London Nelson, as the last chance for the Prairie Fire to extend this ball game. As Knox is down to their final out. Hartman ready. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball in the air to left center. Durek making the call and makes the catch, and that is the ball game. A run rule victory for the Pioneers, as the Pioneers take this game handily, 18-0. So Hannah Dykstra's first career grand slam in part powers the Pioneers to a shutout victory. You're not going to want to go too far, folks. We got game 2 coming up fairly soon. Take your break, get a drink, maybe get something to eat. We'll be right back, and we will be right back with you. Welcome back, folks. We're just a few minutes out from first pitch of Game 2 of this doubleheader, as the head coaches have their meeting with the 3 umpires out at home plate. As we'll bring to you the starting lineups
for Game 2.
brought to you by Ted Schultz over here on my right.
Knox will be at shortstop is number 12. Maya McEwen is center field, number 7. Liv Dunn at second base is number 9. Maddie Hicks. First base, number 15, Janet Lentini. Third base is number 21, Maddie Petzinger. Catching is number 19, Kylie Thompson. Left field is number 5, Alicia Burnett. Pitching is number 13, London Nelson. And in right field is number 2, Morgan Bean. And for Grinnell, leading off is number 88, third base, Samantha Chu. Cambria Anson, center field. Number 26, batting third. Number 7, Taylor Jurek, playing left. And the Dykstra, number 4, is playing shortstop. Right fielder is number 3, Emma DiGiacomo Saylor. Your first base is number 17, Jasmine Oda. Behind the plate is number 5, Lizzie Vermeulen. DP is 16, Lindsay Schultz. Second base, number 2, Alexa Okada. And the first base is pitching number 11, Catherine Vermeulen.
And Morgan Bean in right.
Maya McEwen.
And we're ready to go here. Shortstop Maya McEwen leading off once more. Went 0 for 2 in Game 1. As it is, Vermeulen's ready. Fires on the first pitch, misses inside for ball 1, and Game 2 is underway from Grinnell, Iowa. That pitch is grounded over to the shortstop. Dykstra booted onto first, and still in time. Good recovery by the shortstop. Dykstra, 1 down. Had trouble getting a handle on the ball, but recovered very well to get the out. Saved herself an error on that one. First pitch coming to Liv Dunn, and that is a called strike over the inside corner. This is Kat's 14th appearance of the season, her 13th start. Currently housing a 5-7 record, ERA of 4.41 as that pitch misses down and evens the count at 1-1. Kat's also had her share of plate appearances, currently hitting .273 this season. This pitch is grounded down the third base line and foul, just out of the reach of Chu, and that'll run the count to 1-2. Pitchers count here 1-2. Kat sets and fires and misses high and away. Runs the count even at 2-2. 2-2 offering now. Swing and a miss. High heat there. 2 down, and the first strikeout of the ball game for Catherine Vermeulen. And that'll bring up Maddie Hicks. That's 40 strikeouts now on the season for Catherine Vermeulen. As now she steps off the rubber as we got a bit of a sign mix-up here. As Lizzo heads out to the circle to clarify a few things. Always interesting what may be said in these mound meetings. And argues one of the loneliest spots on planet Earth out there. And outside of softball, Catherine Vermeulen, also an artist. Had an art exhibit on display over at Smith Gallery entitled Animals on the Block. First pitch that is jammed, and a basket catch from Chu, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning from Catherine Vermeulen. They go down in order. We head to the bottom of the first. No score here from Grinnell, Iowa. Ready now in the bottom of the first inning. Samantha Chu, Cammie Anson, and Taylor Durek due up, and it is number 13, London Nelson, in the circle for the Prairie Fire here in Game 2. The senior out of Thurston, Nebraska. This is her third start of, my apologies. This is her 10th appearance, 6th start of the year. And her first pitch to Chu misses in the dirt inside for ball 1. Currently housing an 0-4 record. ERA of 8.56. 1-0 coming. That pitch misses inside. Moves to 2-0. This one catches the outer edge. That's strike 1. Nelson also having her share of plate appearances, 10 for 25 on the year, good for a 400 batting average. Who says pitchers can't hit in these days? This pitch is corked right at third, one third baseman to another, and that is the first out.
Number 26,
sharply hit right at Petzinger, but she handled it with ease. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Cammie Anson. Reached base twice via a hit and a walk in Game 1. And that first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Oh no, this was slapped into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Anson making a big round, headed to second. Throw in, head first slide. She is safe. Hustle double for Cammie Anson. And that is a one-out base runner. And that, again, shows you what speed can do on the base paths. That ball wasn't hit very hard, but it was just into the gap enough.
Number 23, Taylor Durek.
Where Liv Dunn could not cut it off before having to go to the backhand. And now they got speed in scoring position. This first pitch misses in the dirt, got between the legs of the catcher Thompson, and that'll allow Anson to advance down to third. Ball. All right. So Anson advances on the wild pitch, and now runner just 60 feet away on third, as that pitch is a called strike to even the count at 1-1. And this is grounded past the third baseman. Petzinger down the left field line for a base hit. Durek with a big round around first, and that is going to drive in Anson for the first run of the ball game. It is 1-0. Come on, work with me here. And the first pitch to Hannah Dykstra is a called strike on the outside. Officially, it goes down as an RBI single for Taylor Dirac. The Pioneers once again strike early. Swing and a miss. Looked like Hannah was. I think Hannah thought that pitch was going over the fence like her grand slam earlier. But now she's down 0-2. 0-2 offering. Outside, and that misses. Runs the count to 1-2. Still a pitcher's count here. A ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop. That pitch misses high and away, and that'll run the count back to even at 2-2. Two and two now to Dykstra. This ball is corked in the air to right. Chasing it back, and that is going to get all the way to the fence. Durek headed to third. She's going to get the green light. Dykstra on her horse. Throw coming to the plate, not in time. That is an RBI triple for Hannah Dykstra. And the Pioneers take a 2-0 lead early. That ball was absolutely corked into the gap. No chance. No chance at all to make a play. It looked like being stuck her glove out. It looked like she tried to get a glove on it, and it just sailed right past the mitt. So now Emma DiGiacomo-Zahler stands in, the Pioneer right fielder, as she takes strike one herself. This ball is corked into left field, pretty well struck. Going back, that's down, and that's going to hop to the fence. DZ, get on your horse, into second. That's an RBI double. And very quickly now it is 3-0 Pioneers. Another hard hit ball so far. Dykstra scores with ease. And the offense just exploding today. 18 runs in the first game, and we're up to 21 for the day. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Jazz Oda. That first pitch misses upstairs for ball one. Plenty of speed, even if the ball had been caught there. Dykstra would have scored with ease. This ball is popped up into foul territory over near the first base dugout and caught over there by Lentini for the second out. And DZ stays put on second. And that'll bring up the catcher, Lizzie Vermeulen, as she takes the first pitch over for a strike. The sister without the nose ring, that's how I tell them apart. That pitch misses outside. Runs the count even at 1-1. And one of the stark differences, Lizzo here is the STEM major. Kat is not. 1-1, a change up that misses inside for ball two. So Lizzie's now got the count in her favor, 2-1. And we had a bit of a music mishap there. 2-1 swung on a miss. There's that off speed outside. Looked a bit anxious to send that one to the opposite field. Two's all around here. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Thompson throws down to first to complete the strikeout, and that puts an end to the inning. So Lizzie Vermeulen down on strikes to end the inning. But 3 runs score, a double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, a triple. 1 runner left stranded as we head to the top half of the second inning. Pioneers up early, 3-0. And we are back to start the top half of the second inning. For some reason, I didn't note that. So they'll bring up Janet Lentini, playing first base in this game. First pitch swinging on the ground right to Jazz Oda. 1 pitch and 1 out, 3 unassisted. Can't get much easier than that.
21, Maddie Petzinger.
I'll bring up Maddie Petzinger playing third base once again. Went 1 for 2 with a single in game 1. That first pitch misses down and in for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Missing inside. Count moves to 2-0. Petzinger only wearing 1 batting glove on her left hand. Two-0 offering. That pitch gets over the zone for strike 1. Do this to me. 2-1. That pitch misses inside and Cats behind 3-1. On the ground to the third baseman, Chu. Across the diamond to first. No problem whatsoever. 2 down.
Number 19, Kylie Thompson.
They get 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the second as the catcher, Kylie Thompson will stand in. Struck out twice in game 1, looking to change her fortunes here. First pitch high, heat swung on and missed for strike 1. Just explosive fastball there from Cat. Oh, and 1. That's a called strike. This one over the inside corner, 0-2. We can work through another clean inning here. Payoff pitch. This pitch is fouled off back behind the first base dugout. And the count will stay where it's at. Still 0-2. Wheels and deals. This ball is corked foul, but down the but this time behind the third base dugout over near the batting cages. Thompson got around on that one. Another 0-2. Switch misses high and away. Nearly sent Lizzie Vermeulen out of her shoes to snag that one. Count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. This cat's offering 1-2. This ball's flied in the air to the left. Singing on it, Taylor Durk is over there, makes the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 second inning. 3 up, 3 down, 6 in a row retired by Catherine Vermeulen as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Pioneers still up 3-0. So with the designated player Lindsay Schultz due up, we will see another substitution here as Catherine Vermeulen will hit for herself here. As she will now hit in the 8th spot. Went 2 for 3 against Co in game 2 of that doubleheader this past weekend. Scored a run in the process. Also got a double, a triple, and a pair of ribbies against Lake Forest. Game 1 a couple of weekends ago. First pitch is over for a called strike. Shows bunt. This is bunt. Nice bunt onto first. No play. That's going to be a bunt single. How about that? Perfectly placed by Cat, right between the pitcher and the third baseman.
Number 2, Alexa
Once
Okada.
Once Pensinger got a glove on it, she couldn't get the ball out of the glove cleanly, and just held on to it. And that'll bring up the Hawaiian native, big Al, Alexa Okada, as the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Okada went 2 for 2 before being pinch hit. In game 1, pair of singles. Pitch misses inside. Vermeulen on the run, and she's going to make it to second. Throw gets into center field. Vermeulen is going to make it to third. Show off them wheels, pitcher. Who says pitchers aren't athletes? So now, all of a sudden, the Pioneers have a runner on third. In an E2, yeah. So a 1-1 count now to Okada. That pitch misses in the dirt. Count moves to 2-1. Advancing to second on a stolen base and to third on a throwing error by the catcher, Riley Thompson. 2-1 to Okada. That pitch misses down. The count runs to 3-1. That pitch runs in, and that drills Okada, so she will take her base. You get on base any way you can. That's one way.
Number 88.
It's probably the most painful way to get on. That's the 6th time that Okada has been hit by a pitch this season. I'll bring up Samantha Chu back to the top of the order. As that pitch misses inside for ball 1. Now you got to watch for Okada and the throw. And how about this? Okada will make it to second on the play. This ball is corked and foul down the third base line. Got it. 1-1. Changeup fouled off back behind the first base dugout. And count moves to 1-2. Payoff pitch coming. Outside. I'll run the count even at 2-2. Good base running there from Cat to lure a throw to the plate so that Okada could move up to second. That pitch runs inside. That drills Chu in the back. And the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Number 26, Cambria Anson.
And this is the worst case scenario for a pitcher, and this is the real escape challenge here. Bases loaded, nobody out. If you can escape this with even just a run, that's an escape act in itself. First pitch is popped up by Anson, and it is dropped. That's a tough play to make for the catcher Thompson. Couldn't get the mask off in time. It looked like she lost track of the ball as well. And I'm wondering if that ball caught her on her throwing hand. And she's shaking that right hand a little bit. So new life for Cammy, as the count is 0-1. This pitch is lined in the air to right. That is going to drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. 1 run is in. Okada headed to the plate, and she will score with ease. Cammy Anson comes through. It's a 2 RBI single, and it is 5-0 Pioneers.
Number 7, Taylor Durack.
That'll move Chu up to third as Durack comes to the plate. That first pitch misses for ball 1. Pioneers have been taking their chances at the plate today. When offering, this pitch misses inside. Gets stopped by Thompson. Moves the count to 2-0. This ball is corked in the air to left. Chasing him back, and that's going to one-hop to the fence. Chu will score with these. Anson getting the green light. Ball is dropped out there by the cutoff, and 2 runs are in. It's a 2 RBI double for Taylor Durack, and it is 7-0 Pioneers.
Number 4, Hannah Dykstra.
Really cashing in their offensive opportunities today. And now we got time to call. It doesn't look... I don't know if Kylie Thompson's okay. She's buckled over here. We might have to see a visit from the trainer. And that will do it. Looks like we got a new pitcher coming in. If I'm interpreting the situation correctly. We'll get to the information as soon as we can, but for right now, the substitution remains unclear. And it looks like we're going to have a new catcher. Kylie Thompson will lead this game. We wish her the best. And hopefully she's just hurt, not injured. Gotcha. So with the apparent injury to Kylie Thompson, the shortstop Maya McEwen will come in to catch for the remainder of this game as Dykstra takes a called strike. Number 6, Alicia Perez goes to play right. That pitch misses. Moves the count even at 1-1. And Morgan Bean comes in to play shortstop, shifting from right field. Pitch off the glove. Headed to third is Durack, and she will make it uncontested. So that ought to go as a passed ball, as Durack is now 60 feet away from scoring. 2-1 to Dykstra. This ball is corked, but fouled down the right field. How to play down the right field side. Whew, boy, if she'd straightened out that swing, that ball would have gone a long way. Even at 2-2 to the power hitting shortstop. That pitch misses down and away. Count runs full. Full count offering. And that misses outside ball 4 as Dykstra reaches via the walk.
Number 3, Emma DeGiacomo-Saylor.
The runners are now on the corners for the super utility player in Emma DeGiacomo-Saylor. RBI double in her first AB drove in Dykstra. First pitch is fouled off behind the first base dugout as Dykstra was on the move. Oh, this ball is flying in the air to center field. That ball is going to drop in. That's down for a base hit. Dykstra threw on the brakes. Not sure if it was going to drop, but it does. So she will only make it to second, but Durack is in. And DZ has her second RBI of the ball game, an RBI single. And it is 8-0 Pioneers. First pitch to Jazz Oda is taken over for a called strike. Jazz popped out to the first baseman in foul ground, her first AB. Takes that one over for strike 2. Quick 0-2. Goes outside and misses 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch misses high and away, and Jazz moves the count back even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Number 5.
1 down as Oda goes down via the punch out. Nelson picks up her first of the ball game, and that'll bring up the catcher Lizzie Vermeulen. This ball is corked foul down on the left field line over near the batting cages. And sorry, my correction, that is Nelson's second strikeout. A 1. Pitch misses just outside. Lizzo runs the count even at 1-1. There's a line drive. That's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Dykstra will be held at third. They move station to station as Lizzie Vermeulen gets her base hit. And the bases are loaded with only 1 out.
Number 11, Catherine Vermeulen.
And that'll bring up her sister, the studio art major Catherine Vermeulen, standing in with the bases loaded, a chance to help herself out here. First pitch swinging in the air to left. That ball is deep. That ball is over the head of left fielder. That's going all the way to the fence. This will empty the bases. Vermeulen on her way to third. She is going to make it standing. How's that to clear the bases? It is 11-0 Pioneers, a triple for the pitcher.
Number 2.
Those bats are certainly coming alive. The bats are certainly coming alive today. I'll bring up Big Alex Okada as she takes ball 1. Big Al got hit by a pitch her first debut. This ball is popped up, almost hit the window here to the booth. Count runs even at 1-1. Here's the offering. Okada lines it right back at the second baseman. Snared out there by Maddie Hicks for the second out. And now that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Samantha Chu. 0 for 1, a ground out and a hit by pitch. She would later score. This ball is lined past the glove of the shortstop, Bean for a base hit. Booted out there at center field. Chu will make it to second with ease, and the Pioneers have hung a dozen on the Prairie Fire once again.
Number 26, Cambria Anson.
You going double? So Cami Anson stands in now. She takes that one for ball 1. And Chewy just continues with those doubles. Holds the program record. This pitch is grounded over to the second baseman Hicks. Got to get rid of that quickly. Safe at first. That's that blazing speed again. Another infield hit. Cammy's 3 for 3. As Chu advances to third on the play.
Number 7, Taylor Dirac.
Taylor Dirac standing in. Takes the first pitch for a strike over the outer edge as Cami Anson swipes second with ease. Not even a throw. Showing off those wheels. I think that 45 career doubles for Samantha Chu. Just continuing to pad that. On the fist, nice stop at third. From the knees onto first, nice play. And that'll put an end to the inning. Nice play by Matty Petzinger over there at third base to rob Durek of a hit. Clear damage done, though. 9 runs scored. Pioneers now lead it 12-0 as we head to the top half of the third. Top half of the third now, 7-8-9 coming. 7-8-9 due up for the Prairie Fire as it is the left fielder, Alicia Burnett. Here's Cat's first pitch. Blazing right over the outer edge for strike one. Showing bunt, this one's down. Oh, that's a beauty. Lizzie on to first. Nice play by the... And no, they're calling it a dead ball. Wow, that... So that is going to be... So that's going to be strike two. Man, Lizzie had her hosed by a mile down there. But we'll do it. We'll do it now with a payoff pitch. Pitch misses high and away. There's another heater. Runs the something. Cat working with a 1-2 count now. Wheels and deals. Awkward swing into shallow right field. DZ coming in. She makes the catch, one down. Nice play out there by the utility player, DJ DZ.
Number 13, London Nelson.
And the wind has died down a little bit since first pitch of game one, but it's still enough to mess with the trajectory of the ball there. And that'll bring up the pitcher, London Nelson. Standing in for her first AB. Swings and fouls the first pitch right back to the screen for strike one. Nelson went 0 for 2 in the last game, a ground out and a line out. Looking to get on base here. There's a changeup on the chalk, and that is a foul ball. Down the third base line to Chu. Moves the count to 0-2. O2 offering. Way outside, out of the reach of Lizzie Vermeulen as that goes to the screen. Lose the count to 1-2. One and two now. Went to the heat, and that's fouled right back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Do it again. Here's another payoff pitch. And another foul ball right back to the screen. Another one in on the fists. We'll do it again. Here's another one, too. Chopped right to the third baseman, Chewy. On to first. 2 down.
Number 2, Morgan Bean.
And I'll bring up Morgan Bean. Started this game in right field, but moved to the shortstop position after the apparent injury to the starting catcher, Kylie Thompson. Her first pitch brushes her off the plate at inside ball 1. Which is fouled right back to the screen. I'll run the count even at 1-1. Cat set now 1-1. Another high heater. That pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. Ooze, it's 1-2. Starting to warm up a bit more. A little bit more out here, as the clouds are starting to dissipate as well. First time in a couple of days you can see the blue skies out here. 1-2. Pitch misses down low and inside and runs the count even at 2-2. One of the last games I called out here, I remember there was a kite flying out there in right field that was getting onto the field of play. 2-2, this ball is chopped, and that's going to roll foul. So we will do it again. Because now that classes have got a few more fans out here to support the softball team. Twos all around, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wheel and deal. Change up called, strike 3 over the inside corner. And the Prairie Fire go down in order again. 1, 2, 3, 9 in a row set down by Catherine Vermeulen. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pioneers are still up 12-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, middle of the order coming up. Starting with the power hitting shortstop, Anna Dykstra. 1-for-1 triple and a walk so far today. Swings at the first pitch, and that's fouled off back behind the 3rd base dugout. One of those rare power speed threats you don't see too often anymore. Seems like it's usually one or the other. Changeup just missing off the plate for ball 1. Another pitch just off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. So 4 home runs now on the year for Hannah Dykstra. 20 more RBIs. This ball is corked in the air to left. This ball is deep. Trailing back. It is gone. Make it 5. You kidding me?
Home run by Hannah Dykstra makes it 13.
Yet another one, make it 13-0 Pioneers. Her second in as many games.
Number 3, Emma DeJacomo-Saylor.
I'll bring up DJ DZ, Emma DeGiacomo Zailer, 2 for 2 with a single and a double so far in this game. She swings at the first pitch and lifts it to right. And, ooh, got out there by Perez. And that is a good comeback. One pitch and one out there.
Jasmine Oda.
As Oda's swinging at the first pitch, it's popped up in foul ground. And, ooh, caught by the pitcher, London Nelson. That's not usually one that I would want the pitcher to take, but she makes the catch for a P1 and 2 very quick outs.
Number 5, Lizzie Vermeulen.
Now I'll bring up the Pioneer backstop, Lizzie Vermeulen. 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. As that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Well, no, this pitch is popped up to the third baseman, Petzinger. Makes the catch. So a leadoff home run by Hannah Dykstra, but nothing more as the Pioneers go down 1-2-3 right after. Still another run is on the board, a baker's dozen for the Pioneers. We head to the top half of the 4th inning. Pioneers up 13. Top half of the 4th inning. Still nothing going for the Prairie Fire as Kat Vermeulen has held them in check. As that brings up Maya McEwen, who is now the backstop. First pitch from Kat. Pitch misses high for ball 1. Plenty of zip to that heater. Well, strike called at the knees. Brings the count back to 1-1. This one's grounded over to the shortstop, Dykstra. Funky hop, and a nice play over there by Hannah Dykstra for the first out. That ball had some funky English on it.
Number 7, Liv Dunn.
But there is one down now for the center fielder, Liv Dunn. Went down on strikes in her first AB. This pitch from Kat off the glove, and that's up the middle for a base hit. That is the first hit of the ball game for the Prairie Fire. So that breaks it. So that breaks the string. That breaks the string of 10 retired in a row. And a chance at a no-hitter is out of the question now. As that'll bring up Maddie Hicks. Popped out to the third baseman Chu in her first AB as she takes a strike. Oh, 3? Dang. 0-1, this ball's blooped into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the Prairie Fire as they're looking to, as they're fixing for a rally here.
Number 15, Janet Lentini.
Just another one of those balls that's hit into no man's land. can't really do anything about it. As that'll bring up the first baseman, Janet Lentini. Grounded out to the first baseman, Oda, in her first AB that came back in the second. First pitch coming. Late swing. Ooh, look out over there in the batter's box. Oh, and 1 count. Hicks on first, Dunn at second. Over the inside, just missing. Now snap throw down to second. Whew. Not quite in time. These Pioneer catchers will always look for a chance to catch you sleeping on the base paths, and when they get you, they're going to make you pay. Pitch is fouled straight back to the screen. Moves the count to 1 and 2. Payoff pitch coming, 1-2. Swing and that's a swing and a miss, and the pitch gets away from Lizzie Vermeulen. So that'll be a strikeout and a wild pitch, and the bases are now loaded with only 1 out. Unless... No, I stand corrected. That would... And... What's going on? Okay, and my bad, first base was occupied, so that just goes as a strikeout. Still a wild pitch, though, as the runners advance 60 feet each. So Lentini will not be on the base pass, as that is Cat's third strikeout. As the runners move up. Petzinger swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. The best chance for the Prairie Fire to get some runs on the board right here, right now. Runners on second and third now. That's 0-1. Pitch misses up for a ball. Lizzie faked a snap throw to third. Moved the count to 1 and 1. Tried to catch Liv Dunn off guard. 1 and 1 offering. And that catches the outer edge, 1 and 2. Payoff pitch coming from Cat. Pops this one up. In foul territory, Lizzie Vermeulen's got that one. And that's an escape job right there. Runners reach second and third, and they do not score. Still scoreless for the Prairie Fire. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Pioneers still up 13-0. Now Lindsay Schultz has come in to pinch hit. Well, not really pinch hit. She was slotted in as the designated player. And we got a couple of defensive changes for the Knox Prairie Fire, as Kylie Thompson is back in the game behind the dish, which means Maya McEwen moves back to the shortstop position, and Morgan Bean back out to right, meaning Alicia Perez is now out of the game. So now Schultz will get her first plate appearance of the day, or of this ball game rather. Pinch hit for Cami Anson in game 1, flew out to center. And the first pitch is in the dirt, good block for ball 1. A pitch to Schultz, that pitch misses outside. 2-0 now. 2-0 to Schultz. On the ground of the second baseman, Hicks. Fires on over to first, and there is one down.
Number 22, Elise Pender.
And we got another pinch hitter, this one for Alexa Okada, as it will be the freshman out of Rochester, Minnesota, Elise Pender, coming into the game. Got a base hit in game 1, as she takes a strike here. One offering. This one is up the middle. That's going to drop into center field for a base hit. There you go, freshman. Keep doing what you're doing. That's a one-out base knock. And now we head back to the top of the order, Samantha Chu.
Number 88, Samantha Chu.
Chu 1 for 2. A double, a hit by pitch, and a ground out. Adding on to her career doubles total. Total of 46, a program best. As that pitch is taken over for strike 1. Pender's got sneaky speed over there at first. I wouldn't put it past her to run. 1-1. This ball is flied in the air to center. And that is going to be caught out there. The wind started playing with that one a little bit. And there are 2 down. And we will have another pinch hitter, it appears as though Ann Becker. Yep, Ann Becker will come in to hit for Cami Anson. So Ann Becker standing in. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it off toward the first base dugout. Becker got hit by a pitch in her pinch hit appearance in game 1. Looking to reach base again here. That pitch misses in the dirt. Pender on the move. She will make it without a throw. Okay, fair enough. That pitch misses outside. Moves the count to 2-1. So stolen base for Pender on the play. 2-1. Rounded foul down the third base line. 2-2 now. Swings and grounds it foul right into the Pioneer dugout over at third base. That'll keep the AB alive. Becker out of West Harrison, Indiana. Swings and flies this one into shallow right field. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Pendner will come in to score with ease. It's an RBI single for Ann Becker, and the Pioneers tack on 14 in Game 2. And Cami Hansen will come back in to run for the catcher, Ann Becker. And I'll bring up Taylor Durek for her 4th at-bat of this game. 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and an RBI to go with it.
Taylor Durek.
First pitch coming. Late swing, and that's fouled off behind the first base dugout for strike 1. A 1 offering. This ball is flied in the air, shallow center field. Camping under this one is Liv Dunn, and that will put an end to the 4th inning. They do get another run. This one thanks to a bloop single from Ann Becker. And we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Last 3 outs remaining for the Prairie Fire. Pioneers lead at 14. Nothing. Will be right. Top of the 5th now, it's Kylie Thompson due to lead off. As the Prairie Fire are down to their final 3 outs of this game, game 2 of the doubleheader. So Thompson coming back into the game after, I believe, taking a foul ball off of her throwing hand. It's good to see her back in the game. Vermeulen toes the rubber. Here we go. First pitch. On the ground, up the middle, right to Dykstra at short. Deals with another funky hop. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Number 5.
And the Prairie Fire are down to their final 2 outs. As I'll bring up the left fielder, Alicia Burnett. First pitch swinging. This one is fouled off down behind the first base dugout. 9-1. This pitch is fouled right back to the screen, 0-2. Cat ahead 0-2. Wheels and deals. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Make it 4 on the ball game. And there are 2 down.
Number 13, London Nelson.
And that'll bring up the pitcher London Nelson as the last chance for the Prairie Fire to extend this ball game. First pitch Missing over the inside corner for ball one. Oh, this got jammed and fouled straight back to the screen. I'll move the count even to 1-1. One ball, one strike. There's the offering. Grounded foul down the third base line. So that'll move the count to 1-2 as the Prairie Fire are down to their final strike of the ball game now. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss, and there's your ball game. 14-0 as the Pioneers keep the Prairie Fire off the board for these two games. So a pair of wins here for the Pioneers pushes them to 4-2 in conference. As Knox slides down to 0-6. My bad. We'll be with you again. We'll be with you guys again back here on Sunday, or I'm sorry, on Saturday against Ripon. You'll get a break from me. See who they can find to replace me. Until then, hope you all have a good time. Good night.